Hey there, Queen. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I get my cornrows to be neat and flat. And so if you know how to braid, you kind of know how to start. And so you'll want to start off with 3 sections of hair. And what I'm going to do is braid it or cross it over once and twice just to start. And then as I go down, I'm going to use sections of that hair that I parted out and add to create that cornrow effect. So as I'm going down, I'm using my pointer finger to pull some of that loose hair into one of the 3 strands, and then I'm just going back and forth, my left pointer, my right pointer, and so on and so forth. So here I'm mainly focusing on 3 main fingers. So I have my thumb that's helping to keep the hair in place, my index finger or a pointer finger, which is helping to pull some of that loose hair into the braid, and then I'm using my middle finger to basically keep everything in place, to keep the 3 sections from separating. So I feel that when I'm braiding, I notice my middle finger is essentially pressed between the braids, but like pressing on the scalp. Don't press it too hard because you're not trying to hurt nobody, but you want to make sure that finger doesn't move at all. Your pointer finger moves. Sometimes your thumb moves, but that middle finger, you want to make sure it stays in place. So as you go down the braid, you're going to want to continue to add hair from the left and then hair from the right. So I'm gonna do another braid to kind of show you just another example of how I do this. I parted the hair, and now I'm just gonna start off like I usually do, which is take a section from the front. And so you're gonna braid that into place and then use that pointer finger again to slide some of the loose hair back into the braid. Another thing you can do if this is to add hair between your pointer and your thumb that's holding the hair. This will just help to add the hair as you go if that pointer finger doesn't naturally grab onto the loose hair. So the loose hand you can use to add a little piece of that loose hair between the pointer and the thumb, and then switch back and forth. This is what people usually do when they're doing stitch braids. This is not stitch braiding, but it's still the same concept where you're adding hair to the braid. And I will say, as you're learning, this is not a bad way to start, but just, keep in mind that this is a lot slower too. The more comfortable you get with braiding cornrows, the faster you'll get and the more natural, adding hair will become. So as you go down, your fingers just kind of glide, and your pointer finger just, do what it's supposed to do with more practice. And you don't want to slide your fingers down too fast because then your braids will be loose. But you don't want to continue to braid in place because then it'll be tight and you won't be having, basically like it won't be a cornrow because you'll just be braiding in place. And so this is my attempt of trying to do straight backs for you. But here you go. I start off with that section in the front, and I'm dividing it up into 3 pieces. This is just really easy to, easy way to start. Braiding that in place once and twice, and then again using the same method that I used before, where I'm using my pointer finger to add hair, or I'm using my loose hand to slide hair between my pointer finger and my thumb. And just a reminder, you want to make sure you want to keep that thumb, or no, that middle finger, you want to keep it as sturdy and tight between the sections as possible, because this allows your braid to be straight. This allows, your braids to not have any lumps or kinks to it, but also it just keeps it in place and makes it easier for the other fingers to do their job. All right, so this is again just a video of how I get my braids to be tighter to the scalp. You don't want it tight to where it's hurting your client or hurting yourself, but you want it tight enough to where it doesn't look like they got their braids done 2 months ago when you just did it today. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and this was a quick video, but let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you want to see. And so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.